G'day legends, Nick here from Fin to Fin. Yeah, haven't done a video for a few weeks, so I thought I'd just do a little update on the room. I'm getting a bit impatient, so I've thrown a few tanks crossways on these last shelves. Obviously I put the little tanks up the top, which got like some experimental guppies in there and some experimental pairs, which I'll do another video on without getting too much into it. But yeah, these tanks are just still got to have the backs painted, and obviously some proper lighting, but they're just set up for now. Probably going to be for shrimp, hence the substrate, different substrate. I've got 2 over there, so I still need to get 2, and then I'll move these 5 small tanks over to that top shelf, and obviously need 8 more 2-footers to finish off this rack. Other than that, all is going well. Plenty of guppies. Breeding is normal, and they're all German whites across that top row. I've emptied a few tanks out, so this one should have nothing in it along with this one, so I'll probably look at some different guppies to go in there. Just some swordtails in there still that need to grown up. My super king swordtails. I did place one of them outside, and I may even place the others outside yet, so we'll wait and see. This was just the crebensis down here with their babies. I haven't bothered taking them out because I thought they'll just breed again if I take them out, and I prefer that they probably didn't. Some simps, no, blackfin lyre-tail swords in here. Oh, random bloody antler, but there's a pair in there. She was pretty big, so I think she's had babies, but it's fair to say they've eaten them all, so just kind of pretty much happens a lot with these guys. These swordtails in here, these are the Simpson lyre-tail. They also had babies, and they have eaten them all. There was one in there that had survived for some times, but at the moment I can't see it anywhere, so it needs a good clean out of the shit from the bloody Corydoras, which I'm getting rid of. The albino Corys. I'll just move this and just see if there was any babies that survived. Was that a baby? No, that's a bloody snail. Got semi-excited there, that one might have survived. But it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. There is it hiding up in that weed if it's smart. There was one lone survivor there for a few days, but not to be. Bronze Corys, they're going as well. I'll get rid of the albinos and the bronze. I could breed 1 million of them easy. Not really worth keeping and breeding them. So they'll go. I had just emptied this tank out, but I've put a heap of baby guppies in here. Some fry from the platinum red big ears. So I just moved a heap of babies in here from them, and a few little juveniles. So there's heaps more that can come in here to grow up. Platties, mollies have got to go. They'll just go into the big tank at the back just to get them out. Japanese blue antlers in here, and I just, as you can see, not real good, not showing. The quality's not great. That light's too far away. If I bring the light up, they'll probably show some nicer colour. They're not a bad little antler. Nice. I like the blue. They've got that little bit of yellow on the top. So, it's a smidgen. So typical little antler. I did throw one little female in one of those things, and as you can see, there's little fry in there. But generally, they don't eat them anyway. I was just doing that to, for something to do. My chili paradise fish. These things have built bubble nests, but then I pulled all the weed out because I wanted it for another tank, so I pretty much destroyed their nests, but don't really even want them to breed. I can't be bothered. Blue peacocks growing up. This is the very first lot that I bred. They're getting a good size now, nearly getting close to pet shop size with a bit of luck. Mixed antlers in here. just a few. I've just been slowly catching them out the ponds outside the big pond. So see, there'll be black bars in there. There'll be some chilies, silverados, all sorts. I've got a couple more empty tanks here ready for some new Guppy strains that I'm getting. We've got 5 new varieties coming, so hopefully have within the week or so. Silverados from outside. That can go over the other Silverados, to be honest, and then get sorted. More red laces, which are not really a red lace. They really need a different name, I think. But yeah, we'll see. See what happens there. My yellow shrimp, there's plenty in there. Orange eye blue tigers are in here, and there was some. I'm pretty sure I seen babies in here the other day. I know there's some there on the moss if your eyes are good enough. There's another one up there, so there is babies in there if you can see them. There's one on the ground, so they've had babies, so I've bred them. How many adults have I got out of the original 5? I do not know. I can see 2 there. One there, and there's one up tucked in there. And that one there's got been in some eggs, I reckon. So there's got to be a couple more in there, hopefully. But they're going okay. My blue dreams. There's plenty of these bad boys in there. And I've got to catch probably a couple. There's a couple of real dark ones there, probably closer to black, so I want to get them out. But I've got to get them out of these small tanks into the bigger tanks. The reds are in here. They're just some nice ones, some average ones. And the crystal blacks are in here. And they're all still going good, so... that guy did have some crystal reds for sale, so I may even just grab a couple of them, but at the moment it's where to put them. Just my red guppies, red blonde, whatever you want to call them. Too spectacular. Something that will probably get moved out of the way eventually. Golden kois, they're going fine. My little experiment with the weed in there has gone mad. It's growing. That was only half full, now it's chockers. Like, it's just going mad in there. So that's cool. Now, the experimental guppies. This is where I've had a little bit of success. So, when I first started these, I bred an albino blue topaz to German white. So they bred, and I got these. So what I've found with these is females, just look very similar to what the German white females would look like. But the males, most the males are getting the red coming through. So instead of having that white, bright white tail of the German white, they've got the red coming through. Now there is some males that don't have the red, and they have a more blue on the body and the blue in the tail. So, which is more probably what the albino blue topaz have got, that nice blue tail. So I probably need to separate the 2 different varieties of male. But these are, if I was breeding reptiles, I would say these are heterozygous for albino. So in the reptile world, it means they're 100% hets. I don't know if it works the same in the fish world, but I'm treating it the same because that's all I know. And I have a heap of females sitting in these little tubs. And the other day, I had one have some babies. So this tub here, now had about 6. Just let me manoeuvre these around a bit because there's not a lot of room in here when you got this many. But because I'm keen to see if they have albinos, this one here, if I can get this over the top, so I'll lift this up a little bit. So if you can see there, 1 albino and about 5 normals, but there is 1 albino in there. So how that turns out, I don't know. And then, as you can see, there is an albino fish in there. So in the odds, if I was in my reptile room of old, I would say 1 in 4. So 100% het to 100% het would breed a 1 in 4. So 25% on average would come out albino. It can be more, it can be less, but that's your averages. So that's how I'm treating the fish. So odds pretty good there, about right, not too bad. Could obviously be interesting when these other girls have their fry. Do I get some more albinos? Oops, sorry, I nearly fell over there. And yeah, so that's just a little bit of a project for a bit of fun, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to separate into several small tanks and kind of muck around with that a bit more. I've got a few projects going now, so the only problem with doing all that is they take up a lot of tanks. So we'll see how we go. My purple koi's are going well. This is the second tank at blue purple koi's, whichever you want to call them. But they're looking nice with proper lighting. They look really good and they look awesome from above, but it's not going to matter with this lighting. It's not really going to show you anyway, but they're really nice fish. The purple koi's are one of the nice ones. I think I've seen them called blue koi's or purple koi's, so it's really up to you because they have the purpley colour and the blue. So yeah, whatever floats your boat really. They're going well. Obviously, empty tanks here. Experiments up there, so I won't worry about them. Cherry barbs. Well, cherry barbs are doing what cherry barbs do. They lay heaps of eggs, but I'm going to take these to work and put them in my the big 5 or 5 foot tank at work and free this tank up for some other stuff. There is some trifasciata. Where is he? Right here, bang, boom, and his little girlfriend in there. Nothing from them, but they're still alive, so that's a good thing. Plenty of grow up crebensis. I've bred so many of these, so these can all probably go to a shop now, to be honest. I think the local pet shop can take them, and there's albinos in there as well. A pair of angelfish in there, but they lay eggs, but don't ever seem to be fertile. Now, I did, here we go, so these are blue king tigers. So there's 2 females. Now, I hope the male is still alive in there somewhere, although I'm not seeing any movement. Bloody heaps of shrimp. These are just cold shrimps I throw in these tanks, but they're breeding like bloody flies. They're everywhere. But there should be a male in there somewhere. Now, I had 2 trios of these, and I lost. Oh, there's a male right at the back, in the back corner. So, and he's looking a bit ratty actually, like his tail. So I'm not sure how long he's gonna survive for. So the only chance for these to get established is for these 2 girls, who both look pregnant, is to drop some fry and not eat them. So I will load up the weed in this tank, a couple of these things. So yeah, if they do have fry, the chances of survival is probably higher. I'll drop another big pile of hornwort in there, and yeah, we'll go from there. So fingers crossed, because they're bloody paid like $70 a trio or something. Pretty much lost the trio in the first few days, sadly. Albino crebensis in there. They can come out and go up with the other crebensis, so kind of just I'll move them definitely. There's red cobra guppies in here, and again, looking nice, but the duckweed's kind of blocking the light. Just grow out albino, all red guppies in here, looking really good. So they're a really nice guppy. Hopefully there's some, plenty of females there by the looks of it, so that's good. Some more pistos in there. Oh, I missed some tanks. Cacatoides, super reds in here. little trio, but I've never bred them or anything. The Panduro in here, same thing, have never bred, but they are still alive. The colours on that male aren't what they used to be, so he's not looking as happy, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And my blue rim, platinum lytail, balloon mollies. Beautiful little fish. I don't know if you get the angle right, whether you see that blue. Again, I need to take out some duckweed so you can actually see the colours on the fish, because the flocks are bloody light, it gets that carried away, the duckweed. As you can see, I just cleaned the top of them not long ago, like last week. But there is some babies in there. The original babies they had obviously are not pure because they come mixed with other balloon mollies, but since they've only been in with their own type, now we're getting blue rim platinum. So there you go. So got some females in these tubs. I'm assuming they're pregnant, but they're not massive. There's nothing in the bottom, so persevere for a bit longer and then I'll let them out if nothing comes of it. More purple kois up here. Obviously bristle nose and all these ones as well. Breed like buggery. What are these? Purple cobras up here. So again, look at that duckweed. Only just pretty much cleared these tanks last week, and it is already covering the top. So I actually don't mind the duckweed. At certain times of the year, it just grows so well. More albino full reds. French blue star endlers have obviously done well. There's plenty there. I threw some female German whites over here, and yep, the rest is history. They're bred it, and that's just what they do. Endlers, obviously there's, like I said, bristle nose and all these guys. My platinum red big ears. So, going well. They had 3 females in there, but they had their babies, so it's only 1 to go. These were the cross swordtails, so these were albino firecracker to just a normal male, like a reddy coloured male. There is some young firecrackers there growing up as well, but so those ones should have the albino genetics. So we'll wait and see. Grow them up and muck around with them for a bit. Red cobra guppies, only a few males. I think might be a couple of females in there, but not much in that tank. The pygmy pandas just have not had a lot of luck. Kind of bred a heat, and now they're kind of slowly dying out. So I think I need to catch them out of that tank because it needs a good clean. It's quite a dark, dingy tank, that one, so I need to start them fresh somewhere. I've got all the guppies out of that one, I think. It's just bristle nose and more Silverado endless. So, and again, they could possibly all come out. These ones kind of probably all need a good clean out because they've been so crowded over time. It's gets a bit messy. In here, I just got a few males in there, spare males. There's purple kois in here. They'll have their fry in there. They'll just drop through the bottom and swim around in this tank. The full red albinos, bring the females in. Same thing, drop their babies. German whites, same thing, sitting in there. Look at all the babies swimming around. Look at it. This system is brilliant. Working a treat. Golden kois were in here. I didn't put any females in here. There was only a couple of babies still. Some more of the experimental guppies are in here still, which can be moved out. And there's one of those where I said the blue males with the blue tail, and then you've got the dark blue male with the red tail. So the body's darker, and you get the red tail, and here you get a real nice blue through the body and a blue tail. So possibly a couple of real different kind of variations there. Just some pond guppies that I've caught. More bloody blue peacocks, my god, ridiculous. Bristle nose, maybe another couple of peacocks, blah blah blah. Golden kois, just a few random pistos in here, and bloody what are they called? Albino cories. Way too many of them. Should be empty, just some random shrimp. Culls that have got to come out. Look at that, that's a nice green. And they've obviously bred in here because there was just shitloads of babies cruising around in here the other day. Everywhere. Anyway, baby turtles. Another lot of baby turtles. They are the original lot of baby turtles. Red striped killifish, but I lost the male, so 2 females if anyone wants them, take them. An absolute disaster tank, had some dead fish and I haven't even cleaned it, so it just shows you how much time I've got. More blue peacocks, and then I stripped some more blue peacocks from the female, but they were still only real small, so I made my own little tumbler there with the air rock in one of those things. And if I come around here, they've been in there a few days now, and they're starting to get the colour, and they were just little white balls when I dropped them in there. But the little homemade tumbler is working a treat. So not that I need any more of them. I don't even know why I stripped them. It was a mistake. Albino crevensis babies. Cories. Various swordtails and more cories. I just threw all the cichlids in together because I'd had a gut full of them. So they're just cruising around and whatever. And lots of platies and a pair of angelfish, and she's ready to lay eggs. Look at her, she's nice and big. But I could put them in their own tank, but I can't be bothered. So those platies can all just go to the pet shop. So the room's actually looking pretty neat and tidy. Coming along nicely. Obviously picked up those extra tanks there, but still need plenty more. But where I've been doing most of my work is, you'll barely recognise it out here. Look how clear it is. This hedge, all 4 of them chopped down. Beautiful. So I've got to chop those stumps out. All the little black round tubs are gone, so this area has opened right up. And I've just got the big tubs now, all the way down here just to the end of summer. Weed, those ones, whatever. My dog, bloody hot out here, it's high 30s. So it'll be bloody like 90 degrees Celsius or whatever. It's going to be like that on the radar for the next 7 days at least. So brutal, but good for the fish, I guess. I did drop one of the big swordtails in here, the king swordtails, but I haven't seen her since I dropped her in there, so hopefully she's alright. Just the normal swords, nothing different in there, whatever. But it is much neater and tidier. I'm going to change my plans out here. How I set that up, I don't know yet. My little miniature fruit trees over there that I've gone mad on. But yeah, we'll get it sorted for next summer. We'll be definitely doing it different. A dog with the death of me. But yeah, other than that, all is going well. Just need more tanks. I think for now I'm just going to set those ones up sideways, and then eventually in 12 months time, once it's all set up, and I'll just chill for a while, and then eventually I'll swing them around and do them the same. But just for now, I just want to kind of get it done so I can just enjoy keeping the fish and without doing the building side of it and putting it all together. But other than that, yeah, it's going really good. I'm happy with it. Breeding plenty, but finally consolidating some tanks and getting rid of some stuff that just doesn't need to be here. Seems pretty much down to the 3 we'll be keeping. Pretty much just be live bearers, bristle nose and shrimp. It's pretty much all I'm going to be doing. The live bearers will be predominantly guppies and antlers, but obviously I'll keep a few. I do like my swordtails, and I'll have a few of the fancier mollies, but yeah, generally that's what it's going to be. I think that seems to be my best bet for ease of care, and so when I'm busy with work and other things, I can be a little bit neglected out here, and it doesn't really cost me because they're all pretty hardy fish. And yeah, it's, I think as soon as you go to a lot of the others, they really need to be switched on more regularly, which is not easy. I have slack periods where all I do is come out and feed them, and I do nothing else. So yeah, that's the fish room update. So yeah, hopefully I'll get back into it a bit more soon once this hot weather wears and goes away, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and I will yeah, try and do some better videos. It's just when everything slows down, we'll get into it. But yeah, have a great long weekend, everyone here, and it's a long weekend here. It's Friday today, but not going back to work till Tuesday, so happy times. So yeah, yeah, I will see you all on the next video. Cheers.